It's not just a figment of your imagination. Yes, the wall color has changed behind me since my last video. In today's video, we're going to be going through and unboxing the Nanoleaf Hexagon lights. I have a bunch of them here in front of me, showing you how to install them on the wall, and then also going through the app and some of the basics. Stay tuned. Now, if you haven't had a chance to take a look at my last video here on the channel, that video was crammed full of behind the scenes at LoveTech. We installed some new monitors up here, some lighting, and yeah, our studio is really starting to come along now. I'm super excited to kind of give you a perspective today as to how we're going to enhance the studio even further with these Nanoleaf Hexagon lights. Now, you might be wondering, Andrew, where are you going to be putting these lights? Well, we're actually going to be putting them right behind me here on the wall in a super cool pattern. I'm not exactly sure what kind of pattern I'm going to do 100% yet. I've dove into the Nanoleaf app a little bit and have come up with a few possibilities in their cool AR kit mode. So if you haven't had a chance to take a look at that, definitely download the Nanoleaf app. You don't have to have the lights to experiment to see what these light panels will look like on your wall or wherever you decide to install these. Now here in front of me, you'll notice that I have the 7-panel starter kit. This includes the controller, the power cord, and again, 7 Nanoleaf light panels. Now you can expand this up to about 20 light panels before you actually need an additional controller or a bigger power input for that matter. So what I have here in front of me is an additional, not 1, not 2, but 3 additional 3-packs of these Nanoleaf lights. So in total, we have 7 in the box here, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, yes. So we're going to be installing 16 of these Hexagon Nanoleaf lights today. Now I'm going to first get to the unboxing today of the starter pack again, which includes the 7 Nanoleaf Hexagon light panels. So I'm going to set these 3 extension packs off to the side here, and we'll get to unboxing those here a little bit later in this video. So to unbox this, up here at the top, we have a sticker that we have to peel through with some scissors or a knife, and then also one here on the bottom. Now we got into the box here. I'm going to take off that protective wrap cover, and now we got the cover off, we can get into the box itself. So I'm gonna open this up here and kind of show you guys what is inside the box. So we have, first off, a getting started little diagram here. This will give you some ideas if you did buy some of the extensions here of how you can arrange the panels on the wall. Nanoleaf also provides really nice illustrations on their website as well. So if you want to get more great ideas of how to lay these lights out on the wall, you can go to their website. And again, you can download their app, as I mentioned a little bit earlier on. And then of course we have the Nanoleaf Shapes Smarter Kit Getting Started Guide. Then underneath here, I think, let's see what's in this box here. This looks like, oh, adhesive, yes, that's very important. So inside this little box here, you'll notice that we have some adhesive panels. These are the 7 adhesive panels, I believe, that we have to put onto the back of the Nanoleaf lights. So I'll set those aside. It looks like we have a smaller Nanoleaf adhesive piece there as well. I'll probably go for like the controller or something. And then we have what looks to be a Nanoleaf decal. So for all you swag fans out there, you can put this on like a computer or something else that you kind of decorate with cool techie stickers. So there you go. Now let's get into the main box here. So you'll notice here, it says apply pressure to the center. So again, you're gonna wanna apply pressure to the center of the panel when you're mounting it on the wall. I'll take the first panel out here and flip it over to the back, and you'll notice kind of the layout here on the back. Now, a few important things to note about this panel. One is you'll notice that this thing on the back here actually rotates. So when you put the adhesive pad onto the back here to stick it to the wall, you can actually rotate, you can rotate the panel on the wall in case you want to slightly adjust the angle, or if you're kind of building as you go instead of taking more of a holistic approach to trying to plan it out. It is kind of hard to plan out though, so I'm not even 100% sure how I'm gonna lay mine out yet. And then On the back of the panel, you'll also notice these connectors. Now these connectors I'll get into in a little bit here more, but these connectors are where you connect one panel to another panel, and there are some connector pieces. I'll show you those in just a second here. One other quick note is if you say mess up on installing these on the wall, these again are just temporary adhesive, so you can't take them off. However, the back of these panels actually will pop off of here. No, you didn't break the panel when you did this. This is actually a really nice feature if you say want to take the panel off the wall, if you need to replace the panel, you need to do something with the panel, you can still leave the adhesive and the mount to the wall, but on the back here, you'll see that little dot that you can easily take off or put back the panel on. So we're just gonna snap that back into place there, and you'll see that now that is snapped back onto the panel itself. So I'm gonna take the rest of these panels out and set them aside. So those are our 7 Nanoleaf Hexagon panels that are included in here. This is the power adapter. Now, if you live in the European Union or another place in the world, you'll also have additional power adapters that come with this kit. Here is the DC power adapter. Now again, on the back here, this is your connector piece. No, you do not have to connect it into the main module, which I'll show you in a second. You can connect this connector piece directly into any of these connectors on the back of any light panel. So it makes it very flexible and easy for installation. And then we have, as I was mentioning before, the controller. So this will allow you to turn off or on the panel, change the different modes on it. Say if you didn't want to use the app, you can control all that stuff here. And then on the back, again, we have that connector piece, which will be kind of, later on, we'll show you how to actually connect these together. Basically, the connectors will kind of connect this one to this one. Again, this doesn't have to go on the same panel or the same area that you install the AC DC power adapter to. And then finally, we have our connector pieces here. So in just a minute, I'll show you guys how to install these onto the Nanoleaf panels themselves. Basically, they just snap and click into place, and you can connect them again into any of these 6 different areas on the back of the panel. And of course, you have the full rotation of the panel itself, which is super nice as well. So it allows for very flexible installation. And that's all that comes inside of the 7 kit starter set. Again, we have our 7 Nanoleaf panels, our AC/DC power, our connector pieces, our main board module here that you can control it with, adhesive pads, and a little Nanoleaf decal. And then of course we have our getting started guide here, and then also some patterns that you can lay these panels out in. Now, by no means, again, are these the exact patterns that you have to lay them out in. There's a million different combinations you can do with these light panels. Now I'm gonna get to unboxing the Nanoleaf extension pack. Again, this has 3 additional hexagon panels inside of it. I have 2 more of these packs over here. Inside of our box here, we're greeted with sort of the same similar things. So inside this envelope, we have our additional adhesive pads. We have this panel layout guide, again, some examples of what you can install. The Nanoleaf expansion pack getting started guide. And then of course we have 3 additional connectors because we have 3 additional panels in here. And then lift this out a little bit. Let's get these 3 panels out of here. We have our 1, 2, and 3 additional Nanoleaf panels. Now I've unboxed the starter kit and the Nanoleaf expansion kit. Let's get to installing these on the wall behind me here. So what we're going to do first is install some adhesive on the backs of these. So we're going to just peel this off, leave the Nanoleaf label on there, just peel this one off, and this is going to go on the back of our rotating wheel piece here. So just going to kind of press that on there. I'm actually going to put adhesive on the backs of 4 of these panels. Okay, there we go. So I got the adhesive on the back of 4 of these panels. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put 2 of the panels together. I'm going to show you how to do this and just kind of repeat this process throughout the installation. So what you're going to do is we're going to take 2 panels here. We're going to take one of the connector pieces, and then we're just going to press it into place until we hear that click noise. Once you hear that click noise, you'll know that the connector is hooked into the panel itself. And then we're just going to take this other panel here and click that into place. Just like that. Now for some installations, you might only need to start with one panel on the wall, but for this one, I really want to start with these 2 panels on the wall. That way I know that they're centered on the wall itself and I can kind of gauge more visually where I need to put them. Now, when you lift these up, be careful because they, as you can see here, will come apart. So what I'm gonna do is, it doesn't matter, you can just flip this around like this, put it any which way you want, and I'm gonna peel the adhesives off the back of these and then stick them to the wall behind me. Now before I do that, I wanna mention one other quick thing. An important key part to this is you're going to wanna make sure you put the additional pieces or connectors here in place to prep for your next installations. Okay, so now I got a piece of tape actually on the wall here, kind of where I'm gonna have the 2 center pieces of these panels go. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take the adhesive off the backs of these and stick them and adhere them to the wall. I also made sure that where the tape meets, that is level. So as long as I line that up perfectly with the tape on the wall, we should be good to go and should be good to start actually building this and making it go pretty quick. So let's get started. I'm going to peel off the backs of these adhesives here on the back of our panels. And then again, we're gonna press and hold in a circular motion for about 30 seconds, and that will ensure that our Nanoleafs are attached to the wall. So again, be careful with the middle piece of this. And we're gonna go do this now. Just don't touch the adhesive. Make sure the 2 stay together. We're gonna line this up just like that. Looks good. And we're going to press a circular motion on the center, just like this. That one's good there. And then we're gonna do the same with this guy over here. And there we go. So now I got both of the first 2 panels up. Now building should be very easy. So again, we're just gonna wanna make sure that we attach adhesives to the backs of these, and then we can kind of build out. And I'm just gonna continue from here and continue building out. So next I'm gonna do the 2 side pieces, then I'm gonna do the 2 top pieces, and then we're gonna go from there. So I'm gonna time lapse this part so you guys don't have to watch me struggle, or I guess be super creative in that matter, put this all together. And then I'll be back towards the end of this to show you how to attach the control panel, and we'll plug in the lights. And then I will give you a brief tour of some of the cool things you can do in the app and getting the app set up for first time use. So now we got all the light panels up except for this last one right here. Now this last one here, I'm actually going to be attaching the control panel and the plug outlet to. So I want to show you exactly what this is going to kind of look like. So back here, we're going to attach the last light panel here. I'm going to put the control panel on this side here, and then we're going to put the plug over on this side here. So bringing this back over here, we're gonna line up the control panel, and you can see how that fits just like that, and this will snap into place. So I'm gonna snap in one of the connectors here like this, and then we're gonna snap that on to the connector like that. Now this little adhesive here, I'm not exactly sure what this one's for. I think this might be for the control panel because the plug just literally will plug into this. So I'm pretty sure this is for the control panel, just in case one of these panels were to come off. So we're gonna attach this guy to the back of the control panel here. Actually gonna attach that on that side, just like that. And then we're gonna come over here and line up our power cable. So to do this, we just simply snap that into place like that. And then here on the back, if you're, again, in the European Union or another country, you'll have a different plug adapter. This is the standard US plug adapter that comes with the ones in the US. Just snap that into place and you're ready to go. So now what we're gonna do is I'm going to take off the adhesive panel off the back of this guy here and take off the little tiny adhesive panel here on the back of this one for the control panel, just like that. And then now we have everything ready to go. Make sure again your wire is coming out the proper place there. You could also loop it around here like that, but I would not advise doing that. I just advise looping it out down there. So that's what's gonna kind of look like. And then we're gonna take this and we're just gonna come over here and press it onto the wall, hold it for about 30 seconds in place. So I'm gonna snap that in, just like that. And then we're gonna hold this in. So now we got that attached onto the wall just like that. So you can see our power cable is gonna come nice straight down to our plug, and then our little control panel is just over here off to the side, which it blends in super good in this light installation. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna plug in the panel. I'll be back and I'll show you a little bit about the app. Okay, so now I have the lights plugged in, and let me tell you, they look absolutely fantastic. It's kind of hard to see in the camera angle I have here right now, but I will take a few pictures of them on and overlay them in this segment. They do look fantastic in person. It's just my white balance on my camera right now isn't collaborated right to focus on that. It's focusing on me. So with that, I'm gonna show you guys now how we go in, log into the Nanoleaf app, and then how you just kind of play around with some of the lights and settings and stuff. There's a lot of really cool things you can do with this. I'm not gonna go into a full detail. Let me know down in the comments below if you'd like me to make a full review video on all the different features inside the Nanoleaf app. This is just more of a getting started, getting set up. So with that, what you're going to do is we're going to go into the Nanoleaf app here, and we're going to click on I have a set. Now you can download the Nanoleaf app in both the Google Play Store and iOS or the App Store. So here you can click try out. This is what I did before. This is where you kind of can lay out, and you can choose between the different triangles here, the hexagons. You can also purchase, export, and view in AR mode, which is down here in the bottom right corner. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on I have a set. Now this will prompt us here to either sign in with Apple, Facebook, Google, or sign in with an email address. Now at this step, you can basically do whatever you feel comfortable with here. Since I have an Apple ID, I am actually going to just click in sign in with Apple. This is going to take my personal information here, and it's gonna share my email address and name. I'm just gonna click continue. It's gonna authorize with my Face ID, click done, it's signing in. And then now it looks like this is the Nanoleaf Cloud. So it says Delicate Smoke 263 sync with HomeKit. So we can of course enable synchronization with HomeKit with Nanoleaf lights. I also have a Stream Deck over off camera here that I did a prior video on. If you haven't taken a look at that video, definitely go check that one out. But you can also control the Nanoleaf lights with your Stream Deck, so it's pretty cool integration there. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Enable Sync. It's just going to go through this process, but it's just going to do this. This is our home. Yes, select a home. Perfect. Now we can click on Add Device. Now you'll see here, Nanoleaf has a bunch of different devices, the shapes, canvas, light panels, the essentials, remotes, all these different things. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on Add Shape, since this is the hexagon. We're gonna click on, I would like to use our Bluetooth. We're gonna click OK. And then what's in the box? So this again is showing us, light panels, power supply, the mounting tapes, all that stuff. And we're gonna click on Start Pairing because we already set it up. So first off, we're gonna go through, make sure our router is enabled to 2.4 gigahertz. We're gonna connect to the 2.4 gigahertz router, and then the controller is ready. So for the first time, the controller is ready to pair when the power button LED light is solid white. The power button LED should come on about a minute after powering up the unit for the first time. If it does not, you can try soft resetting the controller. So we're gonna take a look at here, and again, the white light is on in fact, so we will be able to start pairing. We're gonna click on Start Pairing here. To start the pairing process, you'll see now that the Add Accessory screen has come up. We can either put the barcode up, which I'll show you how to do in a second, or you can hold your iPhone accessory near the label on the control panel itself, which actually has an NFC chip in it, which is pretty cool. What we're gonna do for this actually is on the original little Nanoleaf card here, there's actually a QR code here on the bottom of the panel. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna scan that, and it has successfully detected the light. We're gonna click on Add to Home. It's connecting to the light. And then it should give us further instructions here to be able to continue to pair our Nanoleaf lights and get into the app and show you kind of how it's set up. Once inside your app, you're going to rotate the things on the screen here to align with how the panels are on your wall or wherever you mount them. So now this device sync pop-up just came up. There's a backup for this device made at 8:50 a.m. today. Would you like to restore or replace the backup? So we're just gonna replace it. So we're gonna click on the sync current data. And that's going to synchronize the current data over to our light panels, so it knows the orientation of how our light panels are placed on the wall. And now I can see the light panels on the wall have illuminated green, and now we are ready to go. So this is the new app here. I'm not going to rate the app now, obviously, because I haven't used it yet. Okay, so now we're into the Nanoleaf app itself. You'll see all my different rooms with all my smart lights because, again, I synchronize the Nanoleaf app with HomeKit, which is pretty cool. It looks like we have lots of different integration services here with all the different lights in our household that are smart bulbs. We have a lot of hue lights, actually, so that's what most of the rest of these are. So from here, we can click on or off our Nanoleaf Hex panel. If we press and hold that, we can actually go into the Nanoleaf Hexes, which is what I named it, and we'll be able to here turn them on, turn them off. And this is just the current kind of theme that we have set. We can also decrease the brightness or increase the brightness on our wall. And then we have a lot of different scenes here. So we have basic, scenes, favorites, playlist. So there's all kinds of different things you can do inside of the app here. I can switch it to like cotton candy. So when there's sound, it will activate, which it is doing kind of right now. Date night, so this is just kind of a slow, kind of moving, nice flow one. So anything that has the music symbol next to it is going to respond to sound in the room. Anything that just has a little water droplet next to it, that means it's just going to kind of be a nice, calm, easygoing scene, but it's not sound responsive. And let's see, reading lights. Let's see what this looks like. Okay, so that's just kind of like white panels there. So there's a lot of different scenes that are built into here. I know you can create your own scenes as well. And if we go into here, we can go into the device settings, and it looks like there's different touch gestures we can actually enable as well. So double tap, swiping up, down, left, right, different auto brightness settings we can go into, color calibration. We can create a backup of our device and see the different firmware version that it has as well. So those are just a few things inside the Nanoleaf app, very basic things that you can do. And again, if you want to see me do a full review on the app and the light panels themselves, make sure you leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys if you are interested in having that full review done in the future.
And guys, that does it for another Love Tech video. I really hope you enjoyed today's video here on the channel. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to leave them in the comments below. Again, make sure if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up at the bottom. And again, click subscribe to the channel for more great videos coming your way soon. Definitely go check me out on social media. I'm at Facebook and Twitter at Love Tech for You. And consider heading over to my Patreon page today if you want to see some more great behind the scenes content here at Love Tech. Thanks again so much for watching my videos, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Didn't get enough Love Tech today? Then head over to patreon.com/lovetech to see exclusive behind the scenes videos, photos, and projects that I'm working on. Now, enjoy some bonus material from today's episode. I'll kind of unbox these in just a minute. We're gonna first get off to